G'day guys, HJ Bricks here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I will be doing a review of the LEGO Star Wars Mandalorian Battle Pack. As you can see here, this set is for ages 6 and up. It is set number 75267 and it has 102 pieces. Here in Australia, this set retails for $25. However, it has retired from the LEGO store, and so I was able to find this set on clearance at my local Target for only 15 Australian dollars, so quite a bargain. So I'm basically just going to be doing an overview of this set and letting you guys know if you should still pick one up on clearance before it completely retires by the end of this year. As you can see on the front cover here, we have the 4 minifigures we get in this set, which are 4 different variations of the Mandalorians. As you can see here, it comes with a little bit of terrain to put one of your troopers on, and it also comes with a little speeder bike. Now, I was not happy. I ordered this set shipped to my door, and unfortunately I did get some box damage with this set, so that is never nice to see. But it's a $15 set, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be keeping this box anyway. I just want it for the minifigures, so I guess it is what it is. Rotating the box around, on the back here you could just see another orientation of the set, the speeder bike from behind, another angle of the terrain. As we can see, we have the 4 troopers, and you can also see that we have the stud-loaded shooters on the side of the speeder. Turning this around, again nothing on that side, and that's back to the front of the box. So, I'm going to go build this set, and I'll get back to you guys once I'm done. So here we go guys, I'm back, and that would have taken me roughly 15 minutes. As I said, this set is only 102 pieces, and so it didn't take very long. Nevertheless, this does look like a very nice set. To start off with, let's go more in depth on the minifigures. Now, putting the smaller builds to the side, as we can see we now have our 4 minifigures, and these minifigures are all called Mandalorians. So these figures don't actually have individual names, they're just classified under the Mandalorian Battle Pack. So to start off with here, we have a blue Mandalorian. As you can see here, his theme is kind of a lighter sort of blue with a bit of splash of purple. As you can see, he has the blue armor chest plate on his front. He has the brown leather belt, and he has some blue knee pads on. As you can see, he does not have any arm printing. Unfortunately, there is no arm printing on any of these minifigures, and there is no dual molded legs either on any of these minifigures. For the blue Mandalorian, you can also see he has this little piece over his visor. You do get 2 of this piece in the set, and so that can just come off his helmet, and you can choose to put that on whichever Mandalorian you like. Now if I take that off, you can see here he has the kind of purple splashes around his helmet there. So very nice touch, very nice detail. And you can see on this chrome sort of plating for his helmet, he does have a few battle scars there, which does look very nice. Moving to the next minifigure, this is more than likely my favourite figure. He looks the toughest, but he is a orange and brown mixed Mandalorian. And so you can see there, he's got the silver battle damage on his helmet, looks amazing. He has that similar sort of chest printed piece there. He has the belt, and unfortunately no leg printing at all on that figure. Now moving to the third figure, as you can see here, these next 2 figures have a different shaped visor. These ones are more like a Y, whereas the other ones more resembled a T. But nevertheless, going to this minifigure, as you can see we get that grey helmet with the orange visor. Then you can see we have the rectangular, more shaped armor piece there. And then he has the standard belt, and it looks like his robes, or whatever's underneath his armor, continues down past his legs. Again, just the normal black gloves and no arm printing. And as you can see on these 2 minifigures, we have included the little sensor, I believe that's like a scope, so you see them go down over the Mandalorian's eyes when they're, honing in on a target or something like that. So that is very nice little addition. And then moving on to the final Mandalorian, as we can see his theme is majority green with a little splash of blue in there. So you can see he is wearing a blue outfit underneath that green armor, and on his helmet here he does have little splashes of pale blue, but he is a very nice looking minifigure, and this minifigure actually has brown hands, unlike the black hands we see in the rest of the figures. Now, if I was to just spin these figures around, as you can see, all 4 figures include their own capes. So we can see here the green minifigure and the orange minifigure both come with the brown capes, and the greyer minifigure and the blue minifigure come with the black and then the cyan, beigey green sort of colour. So that is very, very nice. I do think these figures look fantastic, and if you're wanting to build a Mandalorian army, maybe to combine with Mos Eisley Cantina, then I do think this is a fantastic set for these figures. Now, just removing these masks, as you can see, an important thing to note is that these Mandalorians have never removed their helmets in front of anybody else, and their helmets have never been removed from them. And so that means we are not going to be getting any sort of head prints in these sets. As you can see, it is just the plain black heads, but nevertheless, they still look nice, and I do think the Mandalorians look a lot better when you have their complete armor set up on them anyway. So I don't think you're likely to be wanting to take those helmets off anytime soon. Just turning these figures around and having a look at the back of their torso prints, you can see they just have more armor with their respective colours. So nothing really special on the backs of these torso prints, and as we saw before, they're going to be completely covered by the cape, so they shouldn't matter at all. Now, one more thing I wanted to talk about with these minifigures is these bloody things here. If you don't know what this is a stud shooter, and it is Lego's version of a gun, which they put in the battle packs for all of the troopers. But as you can see here, these minifigures do not look as powerful and as menacing as they should, holding these huge, clunky guns. It just doesn't look right. This is, of course, a highly controversial topic for LEGO, and luckily, when you're buying more of the $100 sets, they don't tend to include minifigures with these sort of weapons. It's just for these $15, $20 battle packs that they have to include such hideous weapons. Of course, this isn't a hard fix, and you can see I do have some weapons here that I have designed or I have just gotten from other parts in order to make weapons for these troopers. Now, as you can see here, I have given these troopers their proper weapons, and they do look a lot tougher. I think this is definitely the way to go, and if you do have any of these sort of pieces in your collection, I definitely think you should use them in this set. But enough of the minifigures, let's take a look at the 2 smaller builds. To start off with, we're going to be looking at this little landscape sort of terrain. As you can see here, it just looks like it would be part of any sort of rocky terrain. It has some rocks, it has some dirt. It does look nice if you are having some sort of mock, some sort of battle scene. I do think this could definitely fit well. And it would look nice with one of the Mandalorians just stationed in this little section behind here. As you can see, there is a clip on the back there, and so you could take this gun off, for example, and you could just put that resting in the clip there. Nice little storage spot. And you can see on the front here, there is also a little stud, and so that's where you're supposed to put this gun on that little stud there. However, I don't really like that option, and so as I was showing you with the other weapons before, what you can do is you can take the rifle, and you can actually place that just in there like so, and now if you look at it, I think that looks like a lot better sniper little mound than what we had before. But that's pretty much it for this little landscape structure. Now, let's take a look at this speeder. As you can see here, the speeder does look pretty nice from the front. Kind of looks like it's elevated off the ground a little bit, which looks nice. As you can see, we have these fins on the front for some detail. Kind of looks like they're slicing through the air there, sort of coming towards you. As you can see here, we have this little light on the front to kind of, I'm assuming, guide the Mandalorians to where they're going. Then we have these little stud-loaded shooters on the sides. So if you haven't seen these stud-loaded shooters before, basically, unlike the ones that go into a clip, these ones actually have studs on them, and so they're actually built into the build there, which is very nice. And these have the same sort of functionality. So if I press on the little grey tab here, of course that is going to fire away, into my room and I will never find that again. Now if we just take a look around, you can see not much detail on the sides here, it's only a smaller set. There is a little bit of a jet booster on the back there, so that is very nice. And it is very nice to see that they went to the effort of putting different coloured panels in here, so that gives it a little bit more detail. I think it's just a nice touch. And of course, here is the section for the minifigure to sit in, with the little handlebars there. Now, if I look on the bottom here, nothing special, no tiles or anything like that. So, I mean, I'm on wood now, so this slides around really easily, but I'm not sure how it would go on something like carpet. This is a very small build though. It does have excellent swooshability. I can see a little kid kind of playing with this. I do think it looks fantastic, but I'm not sure how it would go for those older sort of builders. I'm assuming older builders would only buy this set for the minifigures if they were making some sort of army, and so I'm assuming you're not really going to be playing with these builds anyway, but nevertheless, it is a nice little addition to the set. And it's about the best I could think of doing with that 102 pieces. Now, if you're buying this set, I'm sure that a lot of you will want to be buying it to help build to a Mandalorian army. And so what better set to go with that than the Mandalorian Forge? So I have bought the Mandalorian Forge, and here you can see, here's just a bit of a brief overview of, you can see the Mandalorian Forge with all the other Mandalorians around it. And I do think this looks like a fantastic look. I think this would look great on any shelf. And so let's say you already owned that Mandalorian Forge. I think this battle pack would be a fine addition to your collection. As you can see, just do a quick comparison. The minifigures that you get in the Mandalorian Forge are going to be nothing like what you get in the Mandalorian battle pack. As you can see on the Mandalorian himself, Din Djarin, we can see we have the arm printing, we have the amazing leg printing, and just the sheer detail on his chest piece is nothing compared to the other Mandalorians. But nevertheless, they are a very nice set, and these two sets complement each other very nicely. But that pretty much wraps up my review of the LEGO Star Wars Mandalorian Battle Pack. So, should you buy this set in 2022? I would say if you can get this set on clearance, definitely a big yes. And if you enjoyed this set, and even if you still have to pay full price, I definitely think this set is going to be worth it. Those 4 Mandalorian minifigures do look fantastic in some sort of battle scene, or even just in a set like this, the Mandalorian Forge. They will be perfect for a mock, and perfect for something like the Mos Eisley Cantina. I think you're definitely going to want to pick up this set before you miss out and it retires completely, and now is your chance to go and do that before it's too late. So that's all guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated and it really helps so I can continue to bring you amazing LEGO Star Wars reviews like this one. Let me know down in the comments, will you guys be picking up this set? And also let me know if you wanted to see a review of the Mandalorian Forge later on down the track. Have a great day. Peace.